Who is a shepherd? What's his job? Now, a shepherd is someone who looks after the sheep. A shepherd is someone who is responsible for caring for and guiding the flock or people of God or the church of God. To shepherd means to look after sheep. To shepherd means to take care of others. To shepherd means to shield, to protect or defend the flock or sheep or people of God. To shepherd means to guide the sheep or the flock. To shepherd means to tend or cater for completely the need of the sheep. Listen, if any sheep lacks anything or gets lost, the shepherd is responsible and must be held accountable. Matthew chapter 9, I read from verse 35. Jesus went about all the cities and villages. He went about teaching in their synagogues, preaching the gospel of the kingdom of heaven, and healing every kind of sickness and every kind of disease among the people. Take note. Jesus went about all the cities and villages, teaching in their synagogues and preaching the gospel of the kingdom and healing every sickness and every disease among the people. Verse 36. When he saw the multitudes, he was moved with compassion on them because they fainted and were scattered abroad as sheep having no shepherd. They had shepherds or a shepherd, but they were fainting and were scattered abroad. Question is why? Fainting is a result of lack of strength. Proverbs 24 verse 10. If you faint in the day of adversity, it is because your strength is small. Lack of strength is the proof of malnourishment. No proper feeding or dieting. If we feed people well, they will be strong. Listen, the work of the shepherd is to feed the flock spiritually, mentally, physically. Take it from me or you leave it. The work of the shepherd is to feed the flock, to care for the flock, to meet the needs of the flock, to ensure that every flock is healthy, comforted, sound, energetic. The work of the shepherd is to make sure that no sheep under his care is lost or malnourished or unfed. David took care of the father's sheep. The lion came and took one. David went after the lion, smote it, delivered or rescued the sheep, and killed the lion. The bear also came. David went after the bear, rescued the sheep. The bear tried to fight David. David killed it. He's a defender. He defends, he protects, he preserves, he secures. So not only feeding, the sheep must be sound and healthy because of proper feeding or nourishment. That is the work of the shepherd. Jesus saw the multitudes. They were fainting and they were scattered abroad as sheep having no shepherd. And Christ had compassion. He gave us an example. He taught, he preached, then he healed, he met their needs. I want to read this passage from the Amplified Bible. Matthew chapter 9. Jesus went about all the cities and villages, teaching in their synagogues and proclaiming the good news of the gospel of the kingdom and curing all kinds of disease and every weakness and infirmity. When he saw the throngs, he was moved with pity and sympathy for them because they were bewildered, harassed, and distressed and dejected and helpless. Come on. Like sheep without a shepherd. Then he said to his disciples, the harvest indeed is plentiful, but the laborers are few. So pray the Lord of the harvest. Pray to him to force out and thrust laborers into his harvest. In other words, let these ones be sacked who are there and be replaced by those who do the job. If any pastor or any shepherd is over the flock of Christ, the reason is because God deems them fit to be able to care for the flock. Now, if they are unable to do that, they shouldn't be retained. They shouldn't be left there. They should be replaced with those who will labor to do what must be done. God's people are called his flock, his sheep. There is no father who wants to see his children starve. There's no father who wants to see his children die premature. No father wants to see his children harassed, distressed, dejected and helpless, fainting or scattered. When you have sent somebody to care for them, listen, if a father gets that kind of notice or information any day, anytime, he must make sure those people are sacked. God holds pastors responsible for the state of the church or the flock. You don't blame the flock. If we do our jobs well, nobody in the church should lack anything that is good. When I sent you out, did you lack anything? Jesus Christ, the good shepherd, always ensures that none under his care lacks anything. If we are his appointed and sent, anointed and commissioned stewards or shepherds, we must do what he did and more. My prayer is that this one will challenge you as a pastor to wake up to the need of the hour. Don't just take it, well, you can only preach to them, they are responsible. No sheep is responsible for itself. The shepherd is responsible for every sheep under his care and custody. We must make sure that they lack nothing. My prayer is that grace will reach you, that God will give you help to be indeed a true shepherd. In the name of Jesus Christ. I will see you again to talk more about this, because this is where the problem is. God bless you. Till then, peace.